I'm glad we went live. Hey, welcome to Warrior Class.
Where the teachers whip ass.
And you will too if you pass.
Yeah, we were down here talking shit and end up a minute behind, but
we really be talking this shit. Excuse me.
But we're dealing with attacks from the back today, and what that means. Okay, everybody's phone going off.
That's right? The Warrior Class alarm.
So attacks from the back. What does that mean, right? And it's it can be one of the scariest and most dangerous encounters we can have. So you're walking down the street, person, bah! They call it cold cocking. Just cold cock. You can cold cock somebody from the front too.
Peace, new member CL. Excuse me.
Somebody cold cocks you from behind.
I didn't have it happen.
The one thing now, you'll see YouTube martial art masters talking about, and that's funny. I'm a martial art master on YouTube. I'm not a YouTube master. I didn't get my credentials through YouTube.
Right.
They'll talk about you walk, you get hit, boom, you're knocked out. Usually not. It's really not that easy to knock a cat out. I've been hit from behind and wasn't knocked out.
I've definitely been hit from
behind. I was off balanced. You don't want to be in that position. So the Yoruba say, when it comes to combat, never give an opponent your back, because if you do, you become
an ancestor.
You become an ancestor. And you know what you got to do to become an ancestor. Yeah, you got to take that dirt nap, right? So you don't give up your back. It does make you vulnerable, okay? And there are arts that give up their back all the time. We graded one of them, or he didn't. We graded one of them last week. And if you missed that one, go to that episode. It's called the report card.
Yep.
Okay. So that's episode 23. 22.
Yes, it is.
The report card. Okay. So this time we're going to deal with how to deal with an attack from the back. And then also, is it ethical? And we'll deal with that question after the news. Is it ethical for you sometimes to attack somebody from the back? Okay.
That's an honorable.
Clutching your pearls, yeah. So we're going to deal with that. Right now, we're going to get into the news.
Okay, so let's go through it.
Peace, Okada.
Peace, everybody. Yeah, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is not these natural disasters, but y'all be careful out there because things are happening. But one thing is the bullying. We have the white classmate allegedly caught bullying the black classmate, Naya. How does you pronounce that last name?
Her name is Naya, like Sigan, I believe.
Sigan.
But don't let the white girl off the hook. Her name's Jalen Crooks.
I'm definitely gonna say her.
Jalen Crooks.
Jalen Crooks, my nigger.
Yeah,
I swear, boy. Anyway, I posted this for a few reasons. One, because even black folks have this thing. Some black folks got this thing where they be saying, "I'll be glad when the old guard die out, the old racist guard die out." Because these young folks, they getting together. They ain't.
Oh yeah.
They seen a couple people downtown. They seen 6 white folks downtown marching with 100 Black Lives Matter people.
It's like the whole thing. You see a white dude with a black woman, which ain't as common as the media wants you to think. No, by the way,
more than 80% of black men are married to black women.
Right.
We're talk about that,
and the other way around.
Yes.
Too. But you see a white dude with a black woman, you think he cool. He cool with black folk. He love black folk. If he loves her, he loves her. Ask him, does he love her daddy? And watch his response. Ask him, does he love you? Hell no. Shit, in slavery, our enslavers would rape our women. So sure they're gonna have sex with them. Even
attraction is attraction.
Even have children with them, and sometimes love them, but they didn't love black folks. My own. Well, I won't deal with that. One of my family members, I won't deal with that.
I was thinking the same thing. I swear to goodness.
One of my family members.
No.
I
was thinking about one of your family members. No, one of my family members.
Oh yeah.
Don't like black folks.
Wow. Well, shit.
Didn't.
When I was in the military, friend of mine in the military, I won't name him on this because I mean it still hurts him. Grandfather was white. His black daddy and white mama thought he was okay when they would drop them off at the grandparents. As soon as they leave, they locked them up under the stairs in the closet. This went for years. So when the man finally dies, he say, Willie. I said his first name. I said his last name. He said, come here. So my friend goes over thinking his grandfather gonna finally give him some kind words. He on his deathbed. He said, come here. See, Benz, he said, you're still a nigga.
God.
Now, I've told some students, and because after that was his last words, he died. And some of my students said, did he die or did he get helped? And I said, I never thought about that till y'all said that, but hey, I wouldn't have. Yeah, if either way, if Willie helped him, he was a helping hand. I give you, give you the fist.
As long as he happy in the end, Willie, we only care about your feelings. How you
feel? so yeah, I said, what? When he told me that, I said, man, that's a cold job. And I'm not saying every white parent or white grandparent of some black children is like that, but I would imagine there's several out there like that.
I would also imagine too. We looking a little blurry, bro. You said our Wi-Fi channel is down. We look. It's
looking. It's got a little blurring. Like we slid some Vaseline over there.
Yeah, we got an Ethernet cord and everything, y'all. So
yeah,
these folks, it's the folks out here trying to stop us.
We have an Ethernet cord. Somebody gave us a sad look. Oh no.
No, don't give us the sad.
Don't give us a sad face. I Jerusalem K. Don't be sad.
But
maybe you're sad for my friend.
Right. Yeah. That's a sad story.
Hopefully this will clear up soon. It's been tornadoes ravaging the South Midwest, and I think they're moving this way.
And nobody's talking about it, by the way.
Yeah, nobody's talking about that. That's interesting. But it's affecting me personally. But I won't speak on that. But so we hope that it'll clear up soon because we can look at the signal there.
Right. So the thing about this is that I thought was really interesting, right? I post this, and I tell you why. I told you why I posted, because I wanted to, just say, hey, this is a young girl. Is racism dying or is it growing? I just posted that saying, and I just wanted to actually, because her name on there, I wanted to shed light on who this little girl is that's out here on the internet bullying and everything. I thought it was so interesting that the white folks came to my page, and instead of saying how disgusting this is and how shameful it is, they started talking about her parents must be leftists. They must be Democrats that ain't raised her right. They must because only some leftist parents would lead their children to think something this crazy, blah 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 blah. So leftists. So one thing you need to know about me, I'm okay, be whatever you want to be, Republican, Democrat. I don't care because I don't participate. I'm not bipartisan. I'm not into that. My politics are revolutionary.
I take people out in the forest sometimes, and you get two rattlesnakes, one Democrat, one Republican. I bet they both bite the hell out your ass. I bet you're not safer with one or the other. So all of that, to me, that means nothing. Because to me, it means, are you dangerous to me and mine, to my comrades, to black people, to the world, or not? You're going to tell me Trump was more dangerous to the world than Biden?
I don't even. You can't even. I'm
Hell
not even
no.
talk about it. I'm not gonna even talk
both
about
of them are wicked. People say, well, at least we got
it. Ain't no at least. Ain't no at least.
Anytime you gotta talk about at least, there's an issue.
At least.
You know,
when you're at work and
a woman with a man, well, he cheat on me every day, but at least he ain't beat me up.
Right.
Come on, really?
He beat me up, but at least he don't choke me to death. He
Right.
never broke my arm or broke my leg.
A sister told me at one time that she was getting beaten up. Well, she's been beaten up by men before, and it's sad, really. She said, but the man I'm with now much better. He just choked me. I'm thinking to myself, well, then either way you could die. And actually, more people have died from choking from getting than punched. So, but you know, we tell ourselves anything to excuse the things that we're doing, or excuse the image that who we put up there as our God, our leader, or whoever it is,
to keep us from doing something. We'll deal with stuff like that, and that's all. I was so amazed that they tried to make it a leftist thing. So I deleted the person comment and say, you know, I appreciate your comment, but for us bipartisan stuff, we don't do that here. We bringing attention to the racism and what's going on and of that nature. This person copy pasted what I said, put that on their page. And was like, you see what happens when you try to have a conversation with a leftist? They blah blah blah.
Also, in that too, hey Sugar Boo, when you see that Niambi, when you see a bully, the danger of it is, that was a racist white girl bullying a black girl, right? Be careful, because there are people who ain't just white who agree with that white girl. And they would do the same thing, or their children do. I remember my daughter was getting bullied on the bus. I said, well, dear, you know, that's going to continue until you do what you were taught to do. So the girl, she's walking by, the girl grabs her hair, and she boom, hit the girl in the liver. They didn't all that. The girl came to, I was only bullying you because the girl, now she explained it. Our day was getting bullied. There's a video of him that was all over Instagram, and I was fighting to try to get it down. It's still there. I won't say where it's at. My son, when he was about 12.
DM him, he'll show you where it's at.
And he, the dude, you know, the main bully. He fighting the main bully. Finally, I said, okay, fighting the main bully. I wish this wasn't on video, but come on, son. And I'm seeing mistakes he's making. And, you know, as a father, I'm like, you need to do. And finally, he started covering. Dude's hand hurt, so the dude backing up.
Oh, baby.
It was beautiful. He got him against the fence, caught him to the side of him, humped against his thigh, lifting him up, boom, slams him. And then he runs off, which is smart. And the dude gets up. Dude gets up looking tough, but he ain't running towards out there. And I said, he gonna be all right now. Right, where? They said he was like standing about 20 feet away, you know, looking, and the dude didn't move. I said, yes, this is what you needed to have done the whole time. So I'm telling you, whatever the color of the bully is, children, adults, whatever, they will continue to bully until they realize there's a price they got to pay. Because this girl, her stuff out there, all this, you know, use them not for children being out of, but that's good. It may stop her, but I can tell you what will stop her. That girl take off the black girl take her shoes off and be a doohickey, because she's gonna use that shoe to be the doohickey on her head. That'll stop that bullying. Then all she gotta do is whoop one of them.
Right.
Because telling on them, they continue to, you know, do they bully? They cyberbullying. Get that ass. I'm deadly serious about that. Parents that are telling their children don't fight. You really are doing them a disservice. In life, you got to fight. When they came out the womb, they had to fight to get here. All of us did.
Yeah, well.
So, and you had to fight to deliver, unless it was C-section. But even a C-section, that baby had to fight, though, to live, to breathe. You don't take the fight from a person. What you do is you take the fight and you enhance it. You train them how to do it, and then not just how to do it, you give them the politics for when to do it. Okay, that's important in that. You know, I want to get too much in whooping the child's ass. Right. I'm talking about a child whooping the child's ass, because people tell me I fight kids. I don't fight children. I'm not putting my hand on the child, because if I hit a child, I'm gonna kill that child. I hit hard. Have I ever spanked my own children? Yes, but not. I remember spanking my child with my hand one time, and one of my students said, "Baba, don't do that no more. That you hit too hard with your hand." So I'm listening to the hits, and I thought about that shit.
Glad.
And I said, "I'm glad you said that." And so that's where the belt come in. I thought I'd been better hitting with my hand. No, the belt's better.
I think you need the belt. I think you need the belt.
But I learned the lesson when I was taking. I'm allergic to hydrocodone, right, and oxycodone, all that, to narcotics. Period. I had surgery on my shoulder, and I had to take. They gave me oxycodone. This is how I found out I was allergic. I was off the rails. Usually, and I did break out in lesions, but no, I was mentally off the rails. Like my boy was a minute picking me up. God damn it, I'm just going off. Then we got the, hey, yeah. And I'm not that type of person. If I'm pissed with you, I don't hide it. They tell you that. So I went to just, friendly, loving, and y'all gonna say there's something wrong with that.
I'd be scared to death.
I'd be scared. So my children, I go and I'm my arms screwed. It needs to be vacuumed in here. I'm vacuuming with my arm. Oh, I paid the price for that later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm back. I need it clean in here. So the children in the room, being children. Ade at the time, he's 19 now. He was a baby. He's 1. He's about 1. And my daughter Abiola was 4. So they playing in the room. I said, y'all playing and I'm cleaning. Y'all playing, I'm cleaning. So Abiola come out. Daddy, what's wrong? You went crazy or something? I said, I done went crazy.
You sound insane. That's what you sound.
I said, I done went crazy. I said, I'm gonna whoop your behind. So I go to whoop her, and I'm glad I missed. I go to hit her on the butt, and she moved. And I hit the goddamn the wall. With my thumb dislocated. I said, y'all go ahead and sit down. and I didn't feel the full pain because of the medicine until a few seconds later. It kicked in, and then my shoulder from doing that shit kicked in, and I fell to the floor. And my wife came out. She said, "Babe, you don't need to take that medicine no more." She's just watching the whole time, like, what's gonna happen, right?
What's the name of the medicine again?
Oxycodone, hydrocodone. People talk about I do that oxy. I don't see how.
Hell of a drug.
Those are all derivatives of heroin. So at least I know I can't do heroin. At least I know that. Because some of my friends say, when I get 80, 90, I'm going to do heroin. I don't know why.
Why are you going to wait?
Well, they figured, they so old, they don't give a damn anyway. I'm like, my mama just turned 90 and she ain't did no drugs.
I'm dealing with a lot of joint issues.
If my mama did heroin, I'd be really disappointed.
If my arthritis is acting up real bad, though,
you do, instead of taking medicine for the arthritis, you go ahead and just take some heroin.
I'm just saying, what is medicine anyway? Just a little bit of dope. It's all dope.
So I'm gonna put you in a wrist lock today. Make that shit hurt, and go ahead and when I come in next time, I want you smoking some crack.
I'm gonna smoke some dope and then put me in the wrist lock and see.
See what happened.
All right, we're not doing dope.
No, we're not, and that
we're not.
We don't advocate drugs.
This is so funny,
and we don't joke about drugs normally.
This is so funny. I have to say this. I swear on everything. I was, how you visualize yourself doing so. I was visualizing us on the show, and for some reason we was talking about drugs, and I was saying, I don't advocate, and we don't advocate the use of any drugs. Whatever you do yourself, do it yourself. But I'm not, and whatever I do, I might do, but I ain't gonna advocate it.
Now I'll say this too, as far as drugs, man. A lot of us, on a serious tip, a lot of us deal with drugs because, and they go hand in hand. Some don't, but a lot of us, probably most of us, deal with drugs because we've got mental issues.
Yes.
You cannot be in an environment that's not your natural environment. We ain't asked to be here. I'm talking, when I say we, I'm talking our people, period.
Right.
Because we still deal with the trauma of slavery, of our enslavement, right? So a lot of us are dealing with mental damage and trauma.
Right.
And so to deal, and you're a drug factory. Your brain creates drugs to make you sleep, to wake you up, to calm you down, make you happy, make you sad. Right, you're a drug factory. But trauma makes you not produce those drugs that you need to function.
Right.
This is why we run to drugs, to make up for what we're lacking because of this capitalistic, wicked ass society that we are forced to live in. So it's going to always be drug addicts until that shit is fixed. You say, well, it was drug addicts back in the 1600s, and there was capitalistic, wicked ass folks. The same folks back then are here, and they'll be here in the year 2050. I don't know about 3,000. I hope they all just die off, but they probably won't. When people say, die out, I hope the old guard die out. That's something you hoping for, but that probably needs to be helped along.
It definitely.
I ain't saying I'm gonna help it along. I ain't saying I'm gonna help it along. But
I hope
we're not
I
saying
am
that
in
here,
my words or whatever.
But yeah, now, just verbally.
Yeah, exactly.
So if the Old Bailey is blown up or something, it ain't me. That's Beef Vendetta. That ain't me. That ain't me. I tell you, when the Old Bailey was blown up in Beef Vendetta, people were looking at me. I'm standing up cheering, and I knew this is gonna be one of my favorite movies.
I love that movie to this day.
Beef Vendetta, love it. That's one of the most revolutionary films as far as that. Of course, showing it'd been nice with the black man waging revolution, and it made more sense too. It was a black man waging revolution. But remember, they had them on drugs. Remember, they had them doped up and stuff. And
the illest part was the door being open of the whole thing to me. That was the illest part of the whole thing. And I just want to say, before we judge people too, man, all of us on drugs one way or another.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
All of us are on drugs. I don't care.
Main one is sugar.
Exactly. Whether it be sugar or it might be uric acid. You ask me why I say that? Because it's the uric acid in meat that gives it the tangy taste that it got. Yeah. You may be addicted to that tangy taste in meat, because if you get kosher steak, it don't taste like nothing, because they take all the blood out of it. You don't get that uric acid, because that's what blood is, 85% waste.
On that though, after training, anytime you work out, if you're eating meat, you're building uric acid in your muscles.
Yes, you are.
Always go and urinate. Uric in that. Always go and urinate right after class to try to flush out a lot of those toxins that you built up in your muscles in training. All right. That was something that when I was training under my father, we had to do. He was like, all right, everybody, go ahead, go to the bathroom. It wasn't like, see y'all later, have a good night, go to the bathroom.
Well, y'all was probably training a lot. We
were training
6-7
6
hours,
6 days a week, 6 hours a day, stuff like that,
But that's why you should also stretch after a workout, because you break up the lactic acid that's on your muscles, then you go soak. You can, in Epsom salt, that sucks it out your skin if you are really sore and in pain. So with that being said,
that's salt and vinegar. What uric acid
addiction?
Not the vinegar. Really?
Maybe talking about salt and vinegar laid potato chips, because I was addicted to that for a long time. I was. I had to stop.
Shoot, them salt and vinegar was good, boy.
When I got divination,
that hot steam room is that's good for getting rid of that.
Did that for the first time at the YMCA, where I felt like I got assaulted.
Oh no, somebody
not like that. Told the guy that was laughing at me at the Y.
I was like, whoa,
in the weight room, yeah. But that's the first time. Anyway. So, man, just watch out. Watch out out there, man. If you're getting bullied, you saw me. I put that in there. Man, don't make me laugh at the inappropriate time. We was just talking to B later pusher. We was talking about the drugs and stuff. But I put that in the comment. Baba has a book for children on bullying. It's the Young African Warrior's Guide to defeating bullies and trolls. So he ain't gonna say, he ain't gonna mention none of that. I'm gonna mention it. Go get the book. It's a great book, and it deals with what we're afraid to tell our children that we know is the truth that we say behind closed doors. And And black women said quicker than anything. You pick up someone, you mess with you, you go pick. My mama said quick. I was scared. I didn't want to pick up nothing. My mama don't make me pick up those. I could beat them up, mama. I don't need the stick. You pick up the closest thing to you. But they understood what self-defense really meant, even though that sounds really harsh. They wanted their baby to come back home.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's what they was concerned about.
You even lose a fight. I'm whooping. That's how mine was. Not just fight. You lose a fight, whooping your ass. Well, I couldn't even contemplate losing.
I had the kind of older cousins and stuff living around me where that wasn't losing the fight. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. We'll talk about that another time. That's a whole nother story to come up. We don't have that no more. That's why if I'm gonna be your child step uncle or god uncle or whatever, I'm telling you, I'm the uncle that's roughing your child up on the low. You ain't gonna know. I got to give them that. I want to be the edge that I needed when I was growing up, that I appreciated. Not crazy, but you needed the uncle. What's up? What you got? What you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he broke my son's ankle. I just took it kindly.
No, it was an accident. First of all, it was an accident in a test. It was an accident. That's why I'm here standing today. It's because it was an accident.
Yes, it was an accident.
But trust me, I had some ankle issues of my own when it got time.
He eventually was like, "Bubba, you keep messing my ankle up on purpose." Yes.
I got a video. I got a video of him. I got a video of Bubba doing just that. Put me in the ankle. I will post it. Yes.
All right. So, any other news? We're gonna get down to the technique.
Let's get down to the technique, man. We done
all right.
30 minutes with you.
We're gonna move this camera around, and we're about to get to dealing with first. Well, first, let me say this about. Well, we'll get around first about. Is there a time to attack a person from behind? Okay. So I'm gonna ask y'all.
It depends on if they owe you money, Bob. They owe me money.
They owe you money. You don't
always attack.
All bets off, huh? You don't have much money.
You ain't lying.
At my stake, this is my last $10. Well,
it's the principle too.
Yeah.
You say you're gonna give me that dollar right back, and you don't. I might have to come.
Or you say you're gonna give it back, and then when you send it, man, I ain't giving me that money back. You better not walk off.
You too, Brian? Good. Right.
So. Dealing with attacks from the back, is there a time to attack somebody from behind other than them owing you some money?
Okay. We've already discussed that.
For sure.
When?
Yeah, I mean, they could still pose a danger to you, even if they have their back to you. They could have threatened you, any number of reasons.
So they swung on you, you stop whooping their ass, they walking away.
I'll give you. Okay. So let me give a good example of what she's saying. Let me give you a scenario. So say for instance, someone came up to me or her or whatever and was like, I'm gonna kill you, and then turned around and walked away and tried to walk away. Well, they're not gonna get that chance because I don't know if they walk in to go get what they're gonna use to kill me. Or not. So if you communicate a threat to me and turn around, it's on.
Or I was fighting this dude, well, about to, and another dude said, "Man, pop your trunk."
Oh,
I'm in it with this dude. The dude walking to go pop the trunk, I got his ass
from
behind.
Of course.
So pop the trunk. No, you ain't popping the trunk on me.
That's a verbal threat too. Same thing.
Right. And actually. That's not even a threat. That's intimidation. So there's a difference. A threat is more dangerous than intimidation. Intimidation, I say, or if he had said, "Hey man, you need to go ahead on, or we're gonna pop the trunk." That's an intimidation. He's giving me a condition.
Right.
If, unless, or until, those are conditions. If you're given a condition, you can control that situation by giving them the condition. You say, "Man, say something else, we'll pop the trunk." All I gotta do is not say nothing else. I don't get to pop the trunk. But when he said, "Pop the trunk," there's no conditions. It's a threat. You're in much more danger. Move on that.
Okay? Understand that.
Right. It's important to understand. Now, probably the number one reason to, I won't say number one, but nowadays, with things going on in this environment, probably the most common thing you're going to run into as far as you attacking somebody from the back is protecting somebody else.
I was going to say, well, I had a real life situation. In a skating ring, a group of guys was trying to fight my homeboy, and I'm walking up, and it's two guys against one. He backing up. You know what I'm saying? I know I told you about that before. So in that instance, definitely, you know what I'm saying. What you gonna do? You're gonna.
Well, in this instance, you stand here, and you put your hands on her aggressively, or even you got a knife, training knife.
Oh, I got a real knife.
No, the training knife.
Hold
on 1 second. Your training knife over there?
My training knife in my bag.
That's a big ass sword. We don't want to use a training sword. So he's going to get a training knife. I'm gonna show you when against the hand is pretty easy. I'm gonna show you against the knife. Anytime you got to defend yourself against a knife, it sucks. But say he's got a knife on her, right? And she has a have your hands up, like she's gonna defend herself, but you know she in a bad way, or maybe she tried to defend, she got cut, and things are looking bad. I can then go up now. You'll have some people tell you. A student told me one time, I just like striking. I just like striking. I said, well, you know, you're a fool. Because if you just like anything, if you just like grappling, if you just like a pistol, you have a deficit.
You can like whatever, but you better learn it all. You know,
You can like it, but not just like it.
Right,
But
right.
he's telling me
Right.
he don't want to grapple, he just want to punch.
Right, he just don't do that.
And I grappled him and threw him all over the place for probably about 12 throws or something like that. So you'll have people tell you just boom, and that knocks him out. That'll stun him. It may not knock him out, but she may still get cut as he's falling or whatever. And if you don't knock him out, what you may have a problem is he turned now. Now he's dealing with me. I'm dealing with a knife.
Right.
You think she gonna stand there? She out.
Right. Especially if she just got cut.
Right. So I
Especially
don't have
if
no
she don't
help.
know you either.
So I don't have no, right, and she don't know me.
Right.
Because I want to, and you do want to help. You know, she black. I can't expect her to be a help to me.
Right. Exactly.
So
You don't know if she's
you want to take control of this. Now, do not take control with your hands. If I'm trying, and he's trying to cut, and I go like this, and I don't stop him, he is going to go into a cutting frenzy. And you got to be trained. I could pass this knife around and stuff, but you ain't trying to pass and be pretty. What you do is this hand reaches in here.
Let's show him this way, Bob.
I take him here. So he's got the knife up.
From behind.
And this hand goes over. This is under his arm and his armpits. And now I got him and I step close to him. Now his legs are crossing.
Yeah.
I step my thigh to his thigh. My head is locked to his shoulder
That makes it hard for me to hit him.
to punch me or whatever. And then of course I would just turn and throw him with the pressure of my body on his elbow. Okay. So I'm controlling this. Pull away. He can't get that arm out. My 200 pounds, even you only weigh 100 pounds of weight, he's not going to pull that off. And you can either turn, all you got to do is turn, and that throws him, or, which I'm not going to do right now because this would be bad for him. But if we were in class, I would do it. Drop my weight.
Yeah. That hurt too.
Just drop my weight like, whoa, trying not to, like I'm going to sit on my side. That's called a side fall. That.
Yeah, if I don't fall the right way, this right here,
This getting torn up.
gone.
You can't fall the right way because you fall on your face unless you fall with one arm fall. But you can do a one arm front fall, but not with an extra 200 pounds on you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna fall. You're gonna hurt. He's gonna be hurt. He's gonna plant his face and his chest into the ground. The ground won't be his friend. So we're gonna do this again.
I couldn't hear for a minute. No Michael Myers over here.
Let me move the mic closer.
Yeah. You miss anything? He never misses, but no, he don't. Okay.
Okay. So once again, we'll do it in two directions. he's got the knife up, or if the knife, this would be weird, the knife down, because he may be holding it threatening.
Yeah,
Like
you
that,
see that
right?
a lot. You see that a lot too,
Either
Bobby.
way, it doesn't matter. You go over, you go under. Plant your head to the shoulder blade. If the hand's up, you go over, you go under. Plant your head to the shoulder, and you straighten that arm as much as possible. Go to the shoulder blade. If you can't straighten the arm, because he's just that strong, can't, and you like this, you're still like this, you can lay this arm on that. And then come back up here, so you got it controlled in two places. It's called being polyrhythmic.
And if you don't train this, and if you've never seen this or trained like this, you might think I got something with this. I don't have anything. I can't get to it.
Even you can have it down here if you feel comfortable, but if you isolate this muscle here, this forearm, you're grabbing it tight enough, you don't have nothing.
Gross motor,
just grab.
That's all you do. Grab on.
And you
Drop
may
your
just
weight.
You may just grab. She runs, or you may say run. You push him off, and then you run. Right. I got to take him down because we got a knife.
And pull.
Okay, so now once again, turning where he's at you. Okay, and then I immediately move to take him down.
My hand touched it, but the blade did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what you're doing. Yeah, I knew the blade wants. If it's touching her neck, touch her neck with it. There. You say, well, she's gonna get cut. Hand over, under. You do it right. First of all, you gotta sneak up on him. You don't want him to just turn and start attacking you. Did they cut you?
Cut me, no.
So, see, as long as
You
you,
gotta train for that kind of.
Now, I tell you,
though.
the one thing you gotta have, whether you're a man or woman, you gotta have balls.
I knew you was about to say that.
You cannot. Anywhere in this world, you just can't be scared of stuff. But you cannot. You can always be afraid of something, right? But afraid of another human being that has a heartbeat, that has a brain. Like me? Oh, no. Nobody should fear me, and I don't fear anybody else when it comes to that. You say, well, he got a gun, he got so-and-so. That's what I'm telling you. Take control of it intelligently. And if he has the ups on you, he has a gun and this close, I can take control. He has a gun and this close, I got other things I have to do. I can't be 20 feet away and he's pointing a pistol at me. All right, unless I know him and I know he can't shoot, then I'm going to shoot him. Okay, but you have to be careful of, and all of this is taken care of first by having situational awareness that you don't get in these situations. But that's for him. Even if he has a knife on her, I'm sneaking. He sees me and turns towards me. I immediately, before he gets all the way at me, I take control of that, and then I just got to get my head behind him. Okay, because he has to turn around. I have his back.
Yeah, I still got it.
So I still had the advantage, right? He got to get around, but I cannot let this knife get to me, right? And so that's why that still goes there. Because what he gonna do? If he tries to cut me by the time that I've got.
And I'm actually thinking myself, like, what can I do?
And you think, what the hell going on? Most people with a knife want to expect somebody to grab and control.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
You gonna hear that?
Now, who the hell is this?
You gotta be crazy. Right.
You gotta be like, who is it? But make sure your situational awareness is there. Driving with my son and my youngest daughter, my wife. Well, I'm riding the car. And I see this dude whooping his sister. I said, God damn it, baby, stop the car. I said, now you all just watch. I said, if it gets bad, babe, police come, leave. I get out the car, I'm walking over. And I was just about to take the dude. And when I'm like this, and the mother looks at me scared, it was a woman. There was a woman, she just had a hat on, a low haircut. I said, shh. I said, well, good luck. To the one that was getting whooped. Good luck. And I went on and got in the car. I'm not going to whoop one woman for another unless it's my wife.
I heard that.
It was my wife fighting and she getting whooped. I don't put my hand on a woman except in that case. Or one of my daughters. That woman would have caught one. And be like, who the hell was that old mug? Hit the shit out of him. But when I saw that, so always be ready. Don't be like, yeah, I can talk this. And you grab her, and it's another sister, and you just crack her up. Elbows. Ah! You say, oh, shit, that was another woman. If that happens to you, just push away, say, run, ma'am, and you get in your car. Because you just messed up. But so to save somebody else, you can do that. Another thing you can do, if they don't have a knife from behind, then we'll deal with if you attack from behind. Another thing you can do. Once again, I'm against the punching because that is not necessarily going to knock him out.
It's messy too, man. It's too wild. It's not controlled enough.
All kinds of stuff. So another thing you can do in this instance is come over, grab the neck. So I'm grabbing, putting my forearm in the neck, and then I'm grabbing my wrist. Can they see?
We have to turn this way. Yep.
So I am reaching over,
Already.
and I pull him towards this side that I'm grabbing with. I put the other hand on my wrist, or this called an S grip. I do an S grip. I prefer, do this. People say gable grip or cable grip. Do that. Your wrist if you can, but clap your hands together. Let's keep it simple. Clap your hands. You'll see I'm not doing that exact clap hands because I'm doing a real tight grip. I'll go into that one day later. So come around this way. I'll just that on you. Yeah, so you can see my elbow is in his back. I got my other forearm around his neck. Hands clapped together, and I'm squeezing here. Now, if I want to balance him more, I can put my foot in his knee.
Oh, I'm going down.
On that side that I'm grabbing, and he's completely off balance there.
Not to mention that initial blow when that wasn't
come over right and hit
yeah,
there.
He came over and hit in the trailer. I'm already.
Now you can turn and take him down. The knee helps with that, and you take him down. The way I would take him down. Be careful training this. This is devastating. You just drop straight down. So as I'm going down, I'm cranking my forearm into his neck and compressing his head with my head.
Oh, I remember.
As I sink to my knees, I'm not gonna get there. He's gonna tap when he feel like he's dying or something. So
I'm gonna be strong.
See, I didn't get nowhere near my knees, but you do that and go all the way to your knees.
Man, grab you. Grab the person next to you, like they say in church, and try that one time. That's a good one.
He's probably, I don't want to say he aspires. He probably, had to relax after that for a long time. So
you need a lot of break.
Right. You made him relax. We'll call this technique chamomile tea. There we go.
All right.
Or chamomile tea. So bring his head towards the
That makes a difference, y'all. Bringing that head.
Yep. Tap.
That's a good one.
If you're training with somebody else, as soon as they tap, or if they're not trained to tap, you hit them. Stop. But y'all should work on tap, or because after a while, he's not going to basically tap. Tap either your leg or their leg, and immediately let it go. Don't gradually let it go. As soon as the tap comes, let it go, because that puts you to sleep. Even training it puts you to sleep. Kalanji, I was training Kalanji, Akimbe, who is about 6'7", and this sister, Jamazo, who's about 5 feet tall. Train them on this choke that I don't teach no more because of this. I'm teaching them this choke. I'm moving so y'all can't really see me. I'm teaching them this choke, and so first it was Jamazo doing it to Kalanji. She knocked him out. I catch Kalanji. I said, God damn, Jamazo, you did that hard. Now, I taught this choke many times. it's been put on me by my father only, who let me know he was being real nice. So then she does it to Akimbe, knocks him out. I said, "You tripping?" She said, "Well, they can do me now." Akimbe does her. I said, "Damaso," and she falls, and then she turns around, punching. I said, "Damaso, get the hell out of me." She didn't know where she was at. She didn't know who I was.
How many seconds did that take?
To knock her out? About 3, 4. So then I said, "Man, I've only had this from my father. Do this to me." So I have Jamazo do it to me. She does. I wake up and they holding me up. I said, "This will never be taught again." And I've never
because I don't know the choke.
Again. So that choke.
I was about to ask to feel it for like
chokes are great.
10 seconds.
I'll let you feel. I just can't let them see it.
Okay.
Chokes will take you out of here. So just be careful when you practice them because they will.
I know y'all was kids knocking each other out. And I remember I wasn't never do that.
I'm moving so they can't see. Tap when you feel it. It's quick. Woo! That's it.
That's too isolated. That's too isolated.
Right.
That's too isolated.
Right, exactly.
It feels like what you think a choke should feel like, what you think hands close to these type of pipes should feel like. It feel like that.
It don't feel like this choke.
Nah, that's not the same. This is concentrated. All that right. This was concentrated to that little pipe.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
That's bad.
So that one, really? Okay. You got a little neck. I don't want to do.
Our class crazy, ain't it? This is what we advocate.
But she's trying to fight it though.
Before it even get in there.
Right.
Ooh.
I'm
getting concerned, like, hey, it's taking too long. All right, so anyway.
You were doing it. You were being kind like your father.
So yeah, I didn't do this all I did to him.
I already know.
I just can't. I can't make that happen. Except in self-defense, but than that. Now, let's say you're walking, and somebody hits. So I'm walking down the street. Yes. So that could be a hit, could be a push. Most people, to be honest with you, walking down the street, what are they pushing you for from behind? It doesn't make sense. We teach it, but it really don't make sense. Who pushes you from behind? Unless there's somebody who knows you.
Kids that know each other.
Right,
don't
exactly.
really want to do that.
Right, exactly. But ain't no grown person usually just pushing you. They doing something to you. So you're walking, and he gives me that punch. Don't punch me hard, just to the jaw, whatever. Comes around. Right. And now he hits. I feel that pain. Hopefully they don't knock me out. If it knocks me out, well, technique's done. You gotta do the rest of this. So he hits me. I step. The energy came from there. I step this way. Okay. So he hit me on my left. My right foot comes forward to give me balance so I don't step. My hands come up in covers. We worked on the covers before. I turn back into him. And then I lower myself. I got to take his legs
He immediately put me in defense. Immediately.
Right.
As soon as he turned around like that, because you got to assess it at least.
Right.
Even if you're trying to even still throw hands, he hits me here. Oh, he still
you got to
throw
assess
hands.
that. You got to chill you got to relax for a second. You got to go, whoa.
Even if he's throwing, he's not hitting nothing but his arm. And then I come in on him, okay? Now, if you say, well, I don't want to take down, he's hitting, and only we can do this in a minute. Then I start coming with my elbows.
You saw what happened. So I tried to slip up. She was saying something about the uppercut. You ain't even hear it, Bobby. So when you did just now, I tried to throw it in there, and boop, still got
I
caught.
was going by his movement. His shoulders moving, and that's all I'm concerned with.
And I'm eating instead of getting anything.
Then I can start raising them. Because these elbows to the body are devastating too. Then you can work your way up.
That's why I said cover's my favorite.
Who said that?
I said it. Remember
yes, right.
You said it too.
Right.
It's my favorite.
So now we're going to do it. Ominiki's going to be walking. He throws the strike from behind.
Take a step. Oh.
trying to remember.
So wherever he hits you, if he hits you on your right, left leg will come forward. Hits you on the left, right leg come forward. And then you just turn towards him.
Yep. See,
Yep, and then you're working as you step to the right, exactly.
Yeah, I ain't trying.
You see it? So do it one more time.
Huh?
She turns.
Oh, yeah, she caught me. See?
And then she's bringing the elbows up into his jaw, walking them back.
That little elbow of hers in my shoulder just now. It felt like something. That's all I can tell y'all. I felt that.
Now, if you are grabbed instead, okay,
Which that could happen.
we'll do 2. You grab, you got to move quick because they're going to grab you, dump you, okay? Slam you or whatever.
The little woman is going to try to pick you up. And,
For sure, or take you somewhere,
mm-hmm.
put you in the van, whatever it is. So, first we'll deal with arms free.
Right.
He grabs, walking, arms free. You got to, first thing when you grab, either way, lower your base. That means step out. It doesn't matter which foot. One foot steps out, you bend your knees. That's the first thing. Because here, pick me up, Belay. I'm 200, you can pick me up. Now, pick me up, Belay. Yeah, it's a difference. Now, in fact, Ominique, you step in there, pick her up while she's standing up straight. You were there. Now, base out, widen your base. So step out.
You gotta grab me first, right?
No, just,
Oh, you can grab either way. Then you now lift her. It is a lot harder.
God damn, hold on. Do it one more time. I felt a little soft right there.
So,
Shit.
and carrying you, putting you
Yeah,
in the
it
van and shit, it ain't
happening.
happening. That's not happening. So,
Woo.
base out, bend those knees, okay?
Drop your weight.
So, he grabs, right, exactly. You drop your weight. Now, this is hands free. My hands are free. Don't try to do this, because if he puts his head in my shoulder blades, you know what he's doing? I can't get nothing. So, what I want is put my hand on top of his hand, usually the one with the palm is down, so the back of his hand is facing up. Put my hand on top, put my arm behind his elbow. My arm behind his elbow, and I work inside. And grab my own wrist.
That doesn't feel good.
He's already, and now I push that away with both my hands. He's gonna break my arm. Both my arms are stronger than his fingers.
I'm in a kind of an elbow and wrist like at the same time.
And now what you do? I'm gonna show you 2 things. One, you can just turn this over and push down and lock his elbow.
I was about to tell.
What I prefer is you turn towards him.
Oh, baby, nothing.
And that bends. This is called a cook-off, chicken wing lock. That bends his arm behind his back. He's tapping because that's dislocate the shoulder. So I'm bringing it down.
This is Bob's favorite. If he didn't tell y'all, this is one of his favorite techniques.
I can hit from this position, literally, in probably 50, 60 different ways.
That's knees, right?
Oh yeah, he's opening knees. He's down there, boom. Knees,
You're so
kicks to the
susceptible
groin,
with everything, and
knees to the thigh.
good way to loosen yourself up right there.
Slam his, you can take his head, slam it into a wall or whatever, okay? So I do it one more time. Then, well, Ominique will do it. Don't do it hard because that's devastating to the arm.
All right, we're gonna do it in stages. We're gonna take steps.
So grab it, base out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so go again. You got to make that foot wider.
Okay.
Step out, good step. Yes. Now, put your arm behind his arm. Usually the one that palm up. Let me look.
Yep.
Well, don't even worry whether it's palm up or not, but it's usually one palm. Now, your arm behind, put that inside and grab your own wrist. Now, keep it down there. Work your arm down there. There you go. And now stand up.
I didn't try to give her that just now.
Stand up with me. It's easy for you. Stand up. You can stand up now. And now turn.
And
Yep. And don't let this on his back. If it's off, it's 10 times stronger. Yeah, he's tapped.
Yeah, you don't need no strength. It's just I'm in
Right.
a bad position. So
right.
you don't even feel how tight
he's
I am.
here.
Ooh, that'll
If
feel
you say, I can't grab my wrist because I got shorter arms, like she did, she came up more so she could grab her own wrist. Okay? But still keep that there. You don't let him go nowhere. That breaks him apart. That breaks his fingers apart. Not breaks him apart. And then you come up. You see how high his wrist is from his back? That's what you want. You don't want it down here. You can take that more. This, more painful. To fully lock, you turn and you're facing the same way as him, my thigh against his thigh. So now he can't go nowhere. I'm being very careful, I'm not pushing that up. You push that, his wrist up towards his neck. That's the lock. Right there. Okay? That is the basic way. For me, I just do this. I touch his chin. I won't say why. See that? Isn't that amazing? See? Isn't that something? So there's so many ways to do that. Okay? He said, Po Belay.
I actually want to address something that I saw Father Badger say. I don't know if it was in response to I think it was in response to when Baba was choking me. Excuse me. You said, "Don't tough it out,
Tap out,
tap out." And I just wanted to say, and maybe it's because your name is Father something. Made me think maybe you were saying that because I'm a woman. But in our class, you know, we all have to work with whatever size you are. You have to work with whoever you're working with. It could be a 200-pound man, 250-pound man. Like you have to be. It actually is a good thing because you have to be able to take it. Because if somebody out there who's 250 pounds attacks you, you have to be able to do. You have to be able to tough it out.
You gotta be able to get the technique off on
Exactly.
different people,
Now,
different sizes. We switch up in class.
I believe what he's saying, tap out now from in class, you do tap if it's hurting too bad. Okay? You'll notice as you train longer, the faster the tap or faster saying tap, the more they're hurting. I would say don't push it that far in class. If I do it, one of the Akin Bobola, he's a master instructor, okay? He catches it more from me than anybody. You'll hear him go ta-da-da-da, like that. That's when you know he really. I got him good. I stopped. Right. I stopped. I mean, I got him good. So I stopped. But I won't push everybody that far.
Right.
Somebody new to class, they wouldn't even go like that. The shit's just gone.
They can't say it.
It's dislocated already. Okay, so that you got to know. But on the street, just for the person doing the technique, if I do this to him right now, she said, ta-ta, right? On the street, they're saying, you're doing good. That's good. That's great. Whether they say it or tap you or tap themselves, they're telling you, good job.
That's applause.
Keep going. Yes, they're applauding you. Because don't let this be a mechanism so you know where this actually comes from. This comes from teachers teaching their students and putting in them a mechanism where if they ever rebel and they catch me like that, ta-ta, and they release me, even they realize they made a mistake. All I need is that millisecond of release to get out and to reverse it. That's why that was actually put in play, but it's a good tool so you know not to go too far.
And in our class, once you start training, when you say tap, we let it go, but not right away.
Right. So the way it's done with us, we've been doing this. Some of us have been doing it almost 50 years. Some have been doing it at least, if you're an instructor, at least 2 years, if you're an assistant instructor, right? So, and everybody in this room been doing it at least 5 years. Okay. So I've been doing a little bit more than 5 years. But so when we do it and the person say tap tap, you don't notice it. I still hold it for a brief second. So I break that conditioning in my mind. But please don't go to somebody else's class and they say tap tap and you just hold a little longer. And they mama's not, because they don't have the mindset that we have. They really don't.
Really, I was gonna even say, I'm saying tap and this stuff is tight and everything. It's
by the time it gets you,
yeah, you're used to it.
If you really hear the person, so I can tell when the student really is.
I was gonna say he knows me. He know if he really had me like really hard, it'll be a different type of tap.
When I had him was early with that choke.
Yep.
This.
Yep.
That. that one, and that would do me too.
And you know what I don't like, because you just know each other.
And the only reason that I'm not doing that right now is because of having a stroke and all that. I'm not pushing that because I can stroke out right here and that. One thing chokes will do also, you let the person go, they're knocked out. Usually they wake themselves back up. They knocked out tops 10 seconds usually. It takes them as long to wake up. But sometimes the person has a weak constitution. I choked this one guy out, who I promised him I was going to choke him out. He did such and such. And I choked him out. And he got up and apologized. He apologized to my wife. He went to hug my wife, and she saw it. She said she saw his eyes moving, like rolling. She moved out the way, and he passed out into the wall, his teeth in the wall. I picked him up. His two front teeth were in the wall. He deserved that and more, just so you know. But my wife moved out, her training, she got out of the way. She wasn't like, I ain't gonna let him fall. She got out of the way. The choking after, usually you're not like that. You're a little disoriented, but his constitution was so weak that even after he was passing out. So be careful when you're working on chokes, when you work this with whoever, spouse. Do not do this with your little children, unless they, 13, 14 or older. Be careful with the chokes and don't choke anybody out. Teach them to tap first. Okay.
We got arms up, one with
arms over.
Yep.
So he goes over my arm. I'm walking, and he's over my arm. Now this is different. You still base immediately. Okay. Immediate base. Now you say, well, how do I get out of this? Because my arms are trapped. Your arms are trapped by what? His arms, my arms, and my waist. So what I have to do when I step out this time is just bring my leg, either one, back. My arm comes out. Ain't that something?
God dang it. Can you
grab tight
the camera a little bit? Can you bring camera down a little bit so you see how it does it? All right. So you want me to tight bomb?
Yeah, please go ahead, tight. Yeah.
I
know you got those.
When I grab them tight.
Oh my
Y'all
God!
see what happened when I grab them tight? See it right?
You see all that? He's there. I step out. I bring my leg back.
That upsets me. That was a lot of strength. That was crazy.
So now grab on the Nikki and do it, and you'll see the same thing. It ain't.
All right, let me show you the pipe so you see it's real. All right. So I grab it like this. Mm-hmm.
Grab it, because you ain't grabbed the good grab.
You see that form?
There you go.
Right
there you go.
See
now
that?
Base out, step out, and I step one leg back, and I bring that hand out.
My bracelet's almost.
Oh, your bracelet almost caught you. All right. So now,
wow. Okay.
The bracelet's in there. They almost caught you or caught him.
Both.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wouldn't. It would be uncomfortable for him.
Yeah, more so. Now, my wife wears a lot of bracelets. Okay, so step out. You say, well, damn. You step back. You say, man, my bracelet's caught. Then you grab his hand on this side, and now you turn.
Oh. That almost took me off my feet there.
Right. So I didn't want to throw him. You turn, and I would just kneel and slam him to the ground.
Wow.
So you can do that, but most of the time, and if you got to cut him with that, you step back, you bring that hand out.
Dang, how did that?
Bring that hand out. Once your hand's out, now you can go right back to pull that one out and the other move, right? And you back to that.
That's good, Sugar Booger. That's right.
Go ahead, do it. What'd you say?
She says, do we always give her something to try on her husband?
That's good.
What's she gonna do?
This is why African martial arts is so great, because it stays simple and right back to what you was doing.
And the reason why it's so effective, anybody know the reason why African martial arts is so effective? It's a simple thing.
I would say because we've had the longest amount of time.
Right, we've been here the longest. We've had the longest amount of time to think about how I'm gonna get out of this here.
Right. All right. So both arms tight.
Step out, step back with one foot.
Watch
Watch out for going there. Bring it out. Yep.
She got it out.
And now
Back to what
You can bring the other hand, so you put it on top, and now you do the other thing that you were doing. You put your hand on your wrist, grab it, put your arm behind, come behind, grab your own wrist. Make sure you got his arm.
So uncomfortable right there. Woo. All right, and now I'm in trouble. You just want me to tell you.
There you
You
go.
ain't gotta knee me in the face.
All right, so that's.
I was about to, but you were near me.
So that's arm free, arm pin. I've shown you all in another video about somebody grabbing a choke from behind.
You got plenty of those.
Okay, so you can see that all day. So that's arm free, arm pin. What else? Somebody once asked me this.
And we also show when you're helping someone.
Right, you're helping someone. If somebody asked me this,
You bring the camera back up.
bring it up. If somebody choked me like this, and my answer was, nobody is going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. But
only people that's joking with you. Oh, you son of a.
Right.
That's a white guy.
or massaging, or somebody massaging you or something. So yeah, wise guy. that's mafia. That's the mafia.
You fucking guy.
Right. I can love you or kill you. That's what they tell you right there. But if somebody grabs you like that, grab for a choke there, that's a weird. So you got a couple things here. You got your back here that he has to defeat. And don't put your hand on my back then. If that's the case, so you want to defeat that, put your hand up. That's really weird. So you just do this. Now, why are you doing that?
Right.
You don't have anything there. Because the thing about this choke is in the thumbs, not the fingers.
Right.
So if he grabs me here, his thumbs are back here, ain't choking nothing. You say, but he can turn that into a choke with his finger. I say, why are you trying to grab me with your fingers like that? That doesn't work.
Nobody's gonna grab you like that. They're gonna put this arm around you.
Right, exactly.
We know what to do for that. We
Right.
never pluck down. We know what to do.
They're not gonna grab you like that. Just so you know. That's
Front
really
was though. That's his
yeah. Now front was there,
That's
and we
emotional.
shown that. They grab like this. You come over with your arm.
Yep.
You out. Okay. You come over with your arm. Grab his eye. Hit him in the throat. Do whatever it is you're gonna do. Or you come over and you do the kuka again.
Back to that. Hit it again.
I just got it a different way. I told you I can do this all kinds of ways. Probably every way you can think of. Okay.
Beautiful thing.
I was winded too,
you can't
Sugar
think
Booger.
of.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was winded too after we finished. So
Oh, she tried it?
I understand. Yeah.
He held me too tight. I'm out of breath, loud out loud.
Keep looking at it, rewind it after this play, and we rewind it. Make sure you got the technique right. Make sure
Now,
you're doing every part.
What you tell your husband, Sugar Booger, is like, pick me up though.
Right.
Pick me up and carry me somewhere.
Right.
And he's gonna be frustrated. Like, what in the world?
That's the whole thing about it.
Unless you are married to the Incredible Hulk, and then all these techniques mean nothing because the Incredible Hulk can lift 100 tons.
And we ain't married,
Hulk
so
smash.
you're not married to the Hulk.
No.
We got married.
And if you are, DM me and let me know. I want to meet him.
We gonna invite him on the show.
Right. I don't like what you had, Hulk smash. I'm like, well, smash over there, Hulk. You don't know where I'm at. All right. So love y'all.
Questions or concerns? Hit the like before you leave.
Yes.
Subscribe, spread, share.
Also put it in the comments if you got anything.
Yes, please put in the comment section. You got any ideas?
Yeah,
something you
donate
wanna
to
see?
Black Power Media. You can donate to us. I don't know how, but
You can donate to me. Just straight to me. No, but seriously. Appreciate y'all's support, man. Please tell more people about what we're doing. We want to get this out. African Martial Arts on Instagram, Warrior Class BPM on Instagram. Share this feed, man. Let everybody know what you think. And if you got any
Peace, Sean.
ideas, something you want to see, some techniques you want to see, give us some scenarios. There is no scenario that you can give us that Bobby will not give the answer. So
now,
whatever you got.
Reef, yeah, we know the video's blurry. We got to eat the cord. We're trying to really figure that out. Right now, I think it's really down to the fact that all these tornadoes are down here.
Yeah, because last week was
It looked
clear.
good.
It was real clear, and it was cloudy. It was raining, so I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, because to eat the cords together now.
I got the highest thing, whatever you can purchase. So we got to figure this out, but we will figure it out.
Right.
Absolutely. Keep coming back. Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
putting
y'all
up
so
with
much.
us. We appreciate y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Love y'all. Stay black or whatever you are. Peace.
Look at at us matching.
I know.